Hey guys, it's Nao here. Welcome to your TarotScope for the week of June 2nd, 2019. Aries, your card of the week is the reverse 10 of Pentacles. So with this card, it may seem like, yeah, you've got it all. Things are going really good right now. You're on top of where you are in terms of finances and home. However, you need to remember that success is fleeting. It doesn't stay with us forever because everything is subject to change. So yes, it's a good idea to enjoy the pinnacle of where you are at right now, but it's also good to plan for a rainy day because it's going to come eventually. Lock in place what you can and be prepared for when the storm boils up on the horizon. Taurus, your card of the week is going to be the King of Pentacles. So you have come to the end of a cycle of material and home security, but now it's time to move on. So this is a good place to appreciate the abundance and the security that you have experienced and give thanks for that, because gratitude is really important for closure. So do that, be grateful for what you have experienced, but get ready for the next phase. Gemini, we're in your season right now, so you are the reverse Queen of Pentacles. You're probably at some stage of either before or after in terms of birthday planning, and you're probably coming off as pretty self-centered. That's kind of typical for birthday kids, right? That's where we want to be. We want it to be all about us. But be careful. Doing that too often to too many people and demanding too much in terms of your birthday can turn people off, and the people who you think will like to celebrate with you may not show up. Cancer, your card of the week is the Two of Cups. So now is time to connect, to feel interplay between you and other people, and think about how your relationships make you feel. Twos are cards from which we engage in comparison, one thing to another. And while, yeah, it's not always the best idea to compare relationships, recognize that there are different types of love, and it's okay to have different types of love. Figure out which ones make you feel the best, which ones make you feel certain ways, because that's important information to know. So that way you can distinguish which ones are good and which ones deserve your attention the most. Leo baby, I'm sorry to break it to you, but it's time to let things come crashing down this week with the Tower. Things that you thought were stable are obviously not, and you need to recognize what you did to contribute to this instability. I'll give you a hint. It's probably your ego. Be humbled by the experience and remember to keep that ego in check. Otherwise, you'll see this card come up a lot more often. Virgo, your card of the week is the Six of Swords. So it's time to depart from old thought patterns that are not really serving it for you, and recognize that rigidity in your opinions is not always beneficial. Things are constantly in a state of flux, in a state of change, so you can have different opinions depending on the context, and that's okay. Being fixed and rigid isn't going to be very helpful to you in the long run. So come up with a pattern, a thought pattern, to flow through and to bounce off of, and recognize that that doesn't make you a hypocrite, it doesn't make you less of a person, that it makes you adaptable. Libra, your card of the week is the Wheel of Fortune. So time to let it ride. You have been putting energy into your activities, into the things that you are interested in, and now it's time to actually take a bit of a back seat and let the universe do the work for you. Any extra effort on your part this week isn't really going to advance things any further, so you might as well take a step back and let things happen organically. Come on, like you really need an excuse to sit down and relax? Scorpio, your card of the week is the reverse King of Wands. So I know last week for you we had the Death card, so this is a continuation of that process, but it's specifically focusing on your self-image. You need to let go of that old self-image, and you need to not worry about how other people are going to perceive this letting go process. I would highly recommend ritualizing it as well. Do something that gives you that closure, that sense of saying goodbye. Goodbye to old me. Hello, new me. And that ritual can be whatever you want it to be, whether it's taking an old journal, lighting that bitch on fire, whether that's, I don't know, You can think of something. You're creative. You know you. Sagittarius, your card of the week is the Two of Swords. So I know this card often seems like it's shit in one hand, shit in the other, but you have to recognize that you still need to make a decision. Even though they both seem like crappy outcomes, either way, make the choice. And because we're in the realm of air, use your head. Be rational. You've got a wonderful little Sagittarius brain. Use it to your advantage while you weigh out the decision. Capricorn, your card of the week is the Magician. You have got the juice to manifest what you want this week. Use it. Use that power to take what you have had just floating about up in the ether and pull it down and actually make it real. Be direct. Be it. Do it. Frickin' A. Woo! Aquarius, your card of the week is the Hierophant. So this is a good time to examine your approach to your habits and your traditions and your rituals. Things that we do habitually are actually a net positive on us because it roots us, it grounds us to time, it grounds us to places, it grounds us to behaviors. So make sure that your particular habits and patterns are healthy ones. If they are not, get them gone, because you need to have some anchors for yourself so that way when the chaos of change comes around, you have something that you can fall back on. Get some positive tradition going for yourself this week. Pisces, my fellow fishies, our card of the week is going to be the Sun. So feel the warmth. It's time to revitalize, it's time to rejuvenate and get out there. I wholeheartedly recommend when this card comes up to actually go outside and spend time in the sun itself. Vitamin D is really good for balancing and regulating our moods, which y'all know how tumultuous it can be swimming in this here fishy sea. Feel the warmth that comes from that big fiery ball in the sky and then share it, radiate it outwards. Be kind of a reflector for that great sun energy. Okay guys, that's it for this week's TarotScope. I hope each of you have a wonderful week and enjoy the new moon that is coming up on Monday. It will be in Gemini. So sow some good intentions for your headspace, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!